Hops and Stocks podcast is presented by 100 Spoke Media Group. We encourage our listeners to drink responsibly. Please note, we are not financial advisors. We do not offer or provide financial advice.
I'm Spoke affiliated from the city of Gems.
Welcome back to the Hops and Stocks podcast, brought to you by 100 Spoke Media Group. This is episode, so you missed it, man. This is episode 49, almost to 50, half 100. You know what I'm saying? What's happening with everybody?
What's good, man?
Slow motion. I am enjoying this weather, though.
Oh, yeah. This is
It
love
is down
weather
like-
right here, man.
It ain't hot at all. It's barely 80.
Yeah, it's been great. Struggling to get to 80.
So you know what that means? That crisp air, Oktoberfest,
Oh, yeah.
college football.
Man, I love living where I live because, I don't know, I guess a month, maybe a couple weeks before school starts, the band starts practicing early in the morning.
You can hear it.
I mean, yeah, like before I go to work, you know, you hear them kind of striking up the drums. It just gets you right for football, man. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I be wanting to open up the window sometimes. Like, yeah, go on and let that band in here.
Like when I stayed in Trotwood, you can hear like the band playing before the games. Hear all them cymbals, all the band getting busy. Oh, yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah, I'm like that. Them cats is up. I don't know what time our football team practices, but they're up before the football team. Like, I get up and walk about 6:30 in the morning and finish up about 7:45, and the band is, you know, about ready to go when I'm leaving.
Striking it up, man.
Man,
Bands are a big part of high school football now, man.
yeah, in college too, man. I think that's, at least for me, that's what draws me more to the college game than the pro game. I like there's a different atmosphere to the college game. It's like fans are going nuts. You know, in a regular season NFL game, it can kind of be ho-hum to me.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I dig it. That's the same thing. I've always preferred college football just because every game is important.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? In the NFL, you can lose 7 games and still go to the Super Bowl. After
Yeah.
if you lose one in college football, with the new playoff system, it kind of changed it. But it used to be you lose one, season over.
yeah,
Okay.
two your deer meat. You ain't.
but
ain't
I mean, even still, like if your team has lost 3 or 4 games, when you turn on the game, the crowd is still, you know, as hype as ever, man. Them kids, they don't be caring, man. That cats be smacked. I mean, cats be smacked at the NFL games too. But probably more so.
Yeah, I remember we used to go to those Bearcat games a little.
Yeah, a little litty.
A lot litty, boy. We came to a game one time, man. It's a spot across the street. It's called the Beer Garden. And we walked.
Hold on, man. Just a correction to the story. That wasn't even a game, man. That was the spring game.
It was a spring game. So you could just
Why
walk.
are we lit for the spring game?
I don't know.
Actually, no, it wasn't the spring game. It was the summer. It was a scrimmage, basically.
Inter squad.
Yeah, because it was hot.
It was hot. So we went to the beer garden, did what we did. Let's walk into the game. Walked in there. just could not stop sweating.
Man.
Jig is just coming out, man.
Yeah, I just remember the ladies like, man, what is wrong with y'all? Like, why are y'all sweating so profusely?
Man. Good time.
Oh man,
Good times for sure.
I could dig it, mains.
But
But
we know what time it is now, though.
yeah, we know what time it is. It's like we always do about this time. Let's kick it over to Mr. What's in the Skin. Beat up what you got, man.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about it. What I got today is icing on the cake from Third Eye Brewing. If you're ever in the Cincinnati area, it's off of it's in the Sharonville area,
Yep.
right
Across
across
from the convention center.
right by Princeton. If you know the area, get your hands on this. I've had this before, and it was a 5 from the little flight I had. So Blast went ahead and got me a can of it because I couldn't find it down here. This is a blonde ale. See the color on it. It's only coming in at 5, but don't let that deter you because it's still good.
Yeah, I feel like earlier in our podcast we would ish on a beer for not having that that heat.
Yeah, it don't have that punch, but it delivers on everything it says it's gonna deliver on. It's icing on the cake, so it tastes like a sweet birthday cake. It's not overly sweet. It's smooth, it's light. Yeah, man. The back end, you can taste all this. It's definitely that icing on the back end. I love it, man. Nice.
We're gonna put you on the spot. What kind of cake? What kind of icing?
I would say yellow cake.
Duncan Hines or Sara Lee?
We don't go box. It's homemade.
I ain't never even seen Sara Lee in a box.
Yeah. This is like wouldn't Nip say Granny's house with vanilla wafers? That's what this is right here, man. This is a liquid slice of cake right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this 4.5. You know, I gotta knock it a little bit because it's only 5, but you know, this is a solid offering from Third Eye. Icing on the cake, blonde ale. A little interesting fact on this is they use actual cake in the mashup of this.
Oh wow!
It does have actual cake in it. So what you're tasting is actual cake.
I wonder if they strained it because it don't look cloudy at all.
It don't. I mean, it's you can't see all the words, but you know,
Yeah,
almost a hazy, but you know, it's cool.
So beat it up. I got a little issue with you. You said at the spot it was 5 in the flight,
I was gonna say the same thing.
and now it's 4.5. What makes it a little less? Is it a different taste?
It does taste a little different from out of the tap from a can.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I had a flight of it. Even though it's not overly sweet, I couldn't take a back-to-back cans of this. You know,
Gotcha.
it's, you know, a little bit, you know, I'm trying to get pre-diabetes over here, but you know, it is what it is.
I think I had it too. I think I had it rated at a 4.5 too when I had it.
It's nice. If you had some company over and they don't particularly like beer and you gave them this, they would probably be like, I don't drink beer, but I like that. That's exactly
what style was that again?
It's a blonde ale.
Blonde ale. Yeah, I mean for an ale, man. I mean, you know, a lot of times when you taste an ale, you know, there ain't a lot to it. I mean, that's a sophisticated ale right there.
It is, and I'm not even too fond of blonde ales, but this is cool. They delivered on this one. So once again, Third Eye, icing on the cake. Third Eye Brewing, Cincinnati, Ohio, Sharonville area, 4.5.
Yes, sir.
You got there, Blast.
All right, I'm gonna keep it in the natty. I'm going with Brink. Brink is a couple hoods over from me, and I think it's regular College Hill. I don't think it's North College Hill. I think it's regular College Hill. A few years back, I got hip to Brink through Cincinnati's March Madness Challenge, where they match up a bunch of different beers, and
Yeah,
I think Brink's Moozy Stout won the whole challenge. So I went over there and got I think one of them big cans. They can it in house. And they gave me one of those. I was like, damn, this stout is nice. It'd be interesting to see. That was probably 2 years ago. How their stout still stack up compared to, you know, I mean, we done drank some exotic stouts over here, so it'd be interesting to see if it's still stacked up. But anyway, I got New England style IPA from them. It's called Search for El Dorado. Here's the can work.
that's a sweet name, man.
Yeah, it is a good name. It says they are continuing their search for hop perfection. They venture to the lost city of El Dorado. I mean, I don't know if any of this is legit, but I'm just reading. To our surprise, the golden riches we find, these are not chests of treasure, but rather intense pineapple flavor and aromatics on a, why do I get the funny words? Aromatics on a pillowy, juicy haze. Sweet golden pineapple, endless riches await.
I like pillowies.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Pillowies is a good one. I like pillowies.
I'm going to go into my drink on that note. Definitely getting that pineapple note.
It looked like pineapple juice, man.
It's a nice color on that thing.
Yeah, this ain't bad. Wonder what the IBU is on it. It's a little bitter. That's the only knock I would have on it. Oh, it says at the bottom. Yeah, this is College Hill. It's not giving me an IBU. Let me go back in. I'm sitting at 4.25 on the first drink. We don't keep it there. They definitely nailed a pineapple. It's a little hoppy for me, but definitely a good IPA, 6.8 on the ABV. I think E, you would like this because you like your hop forward IPAs. It says it's a single hop series, so I don't know if that just means they used one hop throughout the brewing process or whatever. But yeah, it's good, man. 4.25 Brink out of the Natty. If you're over that way in College Hill or on the north side, I would definitely say check them out. A couple years ago, they ranked like number 3 for newest brewing in the country or whatever. So
You bought a single?
single of it, yeah.
How much was it? About $4?
Probably something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, that would be my guess. I like Brink, man. I mean, they got a nice setup. It'd probably be a cool spot for us to go. We could stay on the north side and tour like 2 or 3 at the same time.
Nope.
Well, let's throw it over to the man E.
Man, had a koozie.
Man.
Hey, real talk. So I'm advised everybody invest in this joint, man. This is like it's the Yeti koozie. Yeti sponsor us.
Man.
Right.
Hold on.
Huh?
Put that back. What did you do?
Well, it's screw on there.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that. I thought at the top that was your can exposed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's the can right there.
Why does it screw on there?
Because it's Yeti. It's high tech shit, man. Screws up.
I guess just to keep that little top part cold.
Well, yeah, just so your beard, so your beard don't fall out of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to turn all the way upside down, but
yeah.
This is perfect for the 16-ounce brews, man. And since I always go last, my IPAs be damn near hot by the time I review it. So I was like, man, I'm gonna start using this on the pod. Also, I'm gonna try to solicit a sponsorship from Yeti.
Hey, we love Yeti.
Yeah, we love Yeti. So I got this right here from Equilibrium. They're out of Middletown, New York.
Okay.
And this is called Sweep the Leg. As you can see, some Cobra Kai looking type ish. This is a triple IPA. And it's a collaboration between Equilibrium and Civil Society. I'm not familiar with Civil Society. I've had a lot of Equilibrium's offerings before. I think they do a fine job. This joint is checking in at 10%, man. So this is probably gonna be everything that I like in beer. Well, like in the IPA, high ABV, and I'm hoping to get a ton of hops. Let me get this joint poured real quick.
I think I want to see you disappointed, E. You're never disappointed with your selections, man.
Hey, man. Nah, that ain't true. I've had some bad ones. Oh, this is incredible pour.
Yeah, that is a.
Oh, yeah. So as you can see it, man, it's a nice grapefruit color. And that's exactly the first note that I'm getting is grapefruit. Citrusy smell. The nose smells phenomenal. Phenomenal.
When you see a picture of a beer, that's exactly what you see.
Yeah, you nailed it on that pour.
Yeah. This joint, this mug is fire. I'm actually surprised that it's not as hoppy as that I thought it was gonna be. And at 10%, you're not getting like, you know what I'm saying, the extra jig taste that y'all don't like. This joint is, hey man, this mug is good.
It looks like puree a little bit.
It doesn't have that mouthfeel of puree. It's actually a hazy. It's a hazy.
It doesn't have that what?
Yeah, I didn't mouthfeel, man.
Oh,
I'm confident, bro. It doesn't have that mouthfeel. It's just a hazy IPA.
Man, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Am I gonna be the clip this week?
Nah, last week you was, I think. Oh yeah, from last week's episode. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I'm going back to back.
Oh, for sure, it's coming.
Hey, B-Dub was cracking up when I hit that Trap Queen note. Hey, you know what else was funny, man? I'm sorry to steal your
Man, he just stole my thunder. Go ahead,
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna drink.
bad, but
I'm gonna drink.
when you was like, once again, we don't condone. Corinne was like, it was so many disclaimers, man. I was like, man, eventually we are condoning.
Oh, yeah.
Well, man, this is straight up citrus, man. Like, I actually think that y'all would rock with this at 10%. It's not boozy at all, which I'm
Does
shocked.
that have a bitterness to it?
It's not anything overbearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think at being a triple and being, you know what I'm saying, 10%, that it might be some harsh notes on the back end.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's going down smooth. Let me go one more time, man, because I'm teeter on the 5.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go 4.75.
4.75.
You know what I'm saying? It's really grapefruit forward. You know what I'm saying? So if you like grapefruit, you'll love this. It's not bitter at all. You do kind of on the finish, you get a little bit of that grapefruit, that almost kind of like that rind taste a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that's a little off-putting, is the finish has like a slight rind taste to it. But everything else about this joint is on point, man. Like I said, man, it's called Sweep the Leg, black and yellow Cobra Kai looking can. Equilibrium collabed with Civil Society. 4.75, man. I'm digging it.
That, man.
Well, when you say rind, you're talking about like, how can I explain this? Like an orange peel type of.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know what on a grapefruit is even, to me, it's even a little bit more off-putting, because grapefruit is kind of,
yeah, it's already a little bit.
Yeah, you know, the grapefruit is a little already kind of like tart and kind of bitter a little bit. So if you get down to the rind on the grapefruit, it's like kind of all bad. And this just has a slightly off-putting finish. Like, everything else is on point. If it didn't have that little finish to it, it would definitely be a 5. And now that I'm sitting here sipping it more, I think that would be y'all's knock on it, why y'all might not like it.
But you know what I was thinking about today? When we do our reviews, it's not mostly if we like it. It should be, and I think we're all doing this now, if it does what it says it's supposed to do.
True.
You should rate it on that. If it says it tastes like dirt and it tastes like dirt, even though it's bad to you, you cannot exclude that from getting a 5 if they nailed everything it said it was supposed to do.
Man, I think I had a branch and bone.
I got some chunks in there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see a little bit
floating around.
It looks hazy and puree-ish.
It's seriously, it's not. I know you anti-puree. Like, when that last pour, it didn't come out like wax. Like, it poured pretty consistent the entire can.
To your point, B-Dub, I had a branch and bone. I think it was that peach tea, and it was Berliner, and I can't remember the notes. I mean, it had 3 notes on the bottom. Obviously, peach and tea but it was one more note in there. And I did not like the beer, but I'll be damned if the beer didn't drink exactly the way the can said. Like, it was one note, then the next note, and then the last note in order of how they put it on the can. And so I was drinking that, just contemplating, like, man, I don't like this really at all. But like, how high do you rate something for, doing exactly what they say? Like, can you give, obviously you can do whatever you want, but can you give something a 5 that you don't like at all?
I think you can. Honestly, and that's kind of how I try to gauge beer, is if they put the notes, if they're brave enough to put the notes on there, then I have a blueprint to go by.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So if you put the notes on there, I have a blueprint. So I don't have to guess what I'm tasting. You're telling me this is blueberry, cherry, raspberry pie.
Yeah.
So in my head, it needs to be blueberry, cherry, raspberry, and some sort of sweetness. And I should expect like some sort of tartness with the raspberry. And if you nail it, I might not, like you said, you might not like it, but I think our podcast is to educate and to review beers. so people can say, okay, I want to go try that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We might not like it and it might not be our steez, but if they nail the notes, I think it's a 5. You know what I mean? Like I think early on, I would put my opinion into my ratings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like this shit, so this is a 3. But now I've tried to be more unbiased, just because, you know what I'm saying, our job is to rate beer so people can say if they want to try it or not. We might not like it, but somebody else might want to taste.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you can sit there and be, I don't like it, but somebody who likes these notes would love this. So
yeah.
I wanna apologize for all the previous pods because I didn't give them a fair shake. I was going with my heart, you know what I'm saying, and not what was on the can. I apologize. If I could go back and do it again, I would, but from here on out, it's a new B-dub, you know. I'm sorry.
I can honestly say, just as a spectator, like you and Doug have gotten a lot better. If you go back to like the first pod where y'all cats really wasn't like into craft beer, to 47 pods later, like y'all depth of explaining and rating beers has grown exponentially. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
I mean, I don't like going out of my comfort zone, and that's just with things in life in general. And craft was outside of my comfort because I'm coming from, you know, Kroger type, gas station type of beer.
Yeah.
So when craft beer is more, it's more refined. It's more, it's a step up in that craft scenes. I mean, the beer scene. So it wasn't, I didn't get it right away. So it was like everything was nice. I couldn't rock with it, man. But now that I, you know what I'm saying, I know what it is now. So, you know, I can differentiate, you know, between good beer, bad beer. Is it delivering? Is it this? Is it that? You know, it's a lot more different now.
Yeah, I can dig it. All right, man. Let's hop into the Hops and Stocks pull-up game.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It was real this weekend. It went down.
Yeah. What we've realized is the algorithms like when we pull up. So our new moniker is the pull-up gang. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all have noticed, if y'all follow on IG and y'all notice, you know what I'm saying, every weekend we've tried to, you know what I'm saying, hit a different brewery or 2 or 3. B-Dub has been pretty masterful with the pull-ups, you know what I'm saying, getting the algorithm to go a little crazy for us. This week the gang hit up Warped Wing, which originated out of Dayton, Ohio. Shout out to the hometown.
Oh, yeah.
They got a facility in Mason, Ohio, and they also hit up 16 Lots, I believe, in Mason as well.
Yeah. So
I wasn't able to make it. I'm down here in Nashville, so I'm gonna let these cats go crazy, man.
So yeah, first stop was Warped Wings. It's in Mason. Feel like we was at another brewery in Mason before that one though. What was that one?
Sonder.
Okay.
Sonder, yeah. I mean, we wasn't too far from there either.
So that area is pretty rich in good breweries. This one was no exception to that. Warped Wings, come in. It's a great atmosphere. It's wide open.
Beautiful spot, man.
Blast and Doug was there before me, so they already had the table waiting. They already had their flights, so I was late catching up. But
Cass was hating on my flights, man. They was hating on my flights.
I'll let him tell you about his
you had to tell me the story.
So when we get flights, you normally want to mix it up.
He knows how I get down.
Oh, did he go pro black?
Yeah, so he's straight racist when it comes to the flights, man.
Even my son was like, "Man, why is all your beer the same?" I was like, "It's not."
But yeah, the atmosphere is definitely family friendly. Nice TVs. It's a good spot to watch a sporting event. Food appetite. We didn't get any like immaculate food. We got a lot of bar food, if that make any sense. chips and dip, pretzel bites, and then we got our flights. Extensive menu. It was, I believe, it was back in front and back on the menu, right? As far as the beer offerings.
Yeah, I think the beers was all on the front. I don't know what was on the back. There was drinks on the back, but I think all of their beers was on the front.
Only knock I had was you can't get everything in a flight. So I had, what was it, 5 or 4?
I think you got 4 and then a glass.
So it was 4 in a tray and the 1 on the side, and then I had a glass.
Yeah. They gave me and Doug that you could either get 5 or 4. That 5th one was living on the edge, man. They put it on like the handle, and it didn't really have a circle, like an indented circle. So that joint was Oh, and I think we saw some of that action. Wasn't there some glass breakage next to us?
Next to Doug. So yeah, they give you a flight, and then they give you one that's not in a little cylinder. It's on the side, so you might want to bang him down real fast and drink that one. Then I had a cider, which you couldn't get a flight, so I had to take a whole glass of that one. So I banged that one down real fast. But yeah, I was impressed by the facility. I said facility. But yeah, I would definitely go back. Nice merchandise in the lobby.
Yeah, they did have good merch.
Check out the IG
area.
Yeah, they had a patio area and they had a upper level. I don't know if it was closed off. I mean, we didn't really try to get up there or whatever, but they had a second level too. Okay. But I'll backtrack on one thing you said, B-Dub. I was impressed with the food. It's called Warp Wing, Brewery and Smokery. And so when we got there, on the way there, I was like, what is a smokery? Does that mean it's cigars or barbecue? I wasn't sure.
Smoked meat.
So, obviously it was barbecue, and they those wings we had was legit, I thought.
Oh yeah, I'm not knocking the food. I'm just saying that we didn't order anything. We didn't order like meals.
Yeah. And they had brisket on there, pulled pork. I would definitely want to go back and get into the menu for sure. But it looked like they had some good barbecue dishes, and the homeboy at the second spot we went to even said that the food over there was spectacular or whatever. But I thought the beer was pretty good too, and kind of a weird twist of fate in terms of what we drink. Their porters were just like ridiculously good compared to their stout. Like we had a stout that
the porters were better than the stouts.
Hell yeah! I mean, they're actually, and maybe this is why they barrel age their porters.
Okay.
And Doug had one on the pod that he reviewed. I think it was, I can't remember the name, but I was a victim of Big Carib. Like he saved one for me, and Big Carib snatched it out the fridge. So I got a chance to try what he had saved back for me, and it was every bit of what he was hyping up. I don't know if it was 5, but it was easily 4.5, 4.75. And they had 2 porters that was like that. One of them was aged for 2 years or whatever. And then I can't remember how long the other one was. But I mean, the porters definitely tasted more so like the barrel-aged stouts that we're used to. And then the one stout that I had was just, I mean, it was so uneventful, man. Like it was just like plain brew.
My only knock on them is they undersold. This ain't got nothing to do with beer. This got to do with the food. They have a queso and chips.
Oh yeah.
When you think of queso and chips, you think of just queso cheese and some tortilla chips. This is more like loaded queso. It's got beans, probably a couple of different cheeses in there, some cilantro, probably some onions, some other magic.
You hated all of that shit, didn't you?
It's fire.
Oh, I was about to say, because you plain Jane, I figured you hated all of that, man.
Hey, shout out to me and Lil Will for eating a little bit of cheese on Saturday.
Yeah, because Blast don't eat cheese, and he ate it.
Yeah, we was killing it. I was like, more chips, please.
So the cheese is on top, right? And so when he going for the scoop, he know if he got cheese, and when he bring it up, if it got a little string on the bottom, he got some cheese.
It was fire at first because the cheese hadn't really mingled in there, but towards the end, it was a little bit,
But queso is cheese.
Yeah, but I mean, like B-Dub said it wasn't cheesy, and so Lil Will tried it, And he kind of went on the outside. He was like, yeah, he was like, this is great. And so I went on the outside too. And I mean, literally, I tasted no cheese.
It's more like chili than it is
Yeah,
queso.
I think that's what it was. Chili.
Okay.
And then instead of mixing the cheese all in, I think they put some cheese on top, and eventually it got a little cheesy. But
Did y'all agree on the fire brew? Like which one was the best one?
I think we all like those port. We definitely agreed on that stout was trash. I mean, you talk about just. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I've never had just a. It was just so plain, man.
Yeah.
Man, where me and B-Dub went before we met you at Street Side. We
Oh,
went
yeah.
to, Wooden Cask.
Oh,
Yeah,
wooden cask. Okay.
Yeah, that stout was trash. It was thin. It was really porter-esque. I think I actually reviewed it, but we haven't posted that. I think it's on the YouTube.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I'd love to hear what you thought of these porters. They had 2 of them that was barrel aged, and I would definitely drink them. I mean, it really drank like jig.
how deep was their list?
A whole page.
Okay.
They had
So
a
you
whole
say
page.
20,
Yeah,
30?
I don't think it's 30.
yeah. I mean, it was kind of spaced out, but it was definitely, it filled up the whole front page. And I think a few of those were maybe 4 ciders or something like that.
Put it like this. When I walked in, she gave me a menu and she was like, what do you want? I said, well, give me a second. So I went through them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what they got. She came back. This is after a while. I still couldn't narrow it down.
It took a little while to get my flight together because I mean, they had some options.
Did y'all hit any IPAs?
Yeah, I hit some IPAs, some porter, a stout.
I didn't eat.
I forgot, man. Hey, I was sitting here thinking, your new moniker, Huey P. Brewton.
I like it. A lot better than that damn Uncle Phil.
I came in,
but low key, I'm good on the new Uncle Phil. Like that.
I came in, and this dude's whole flight was segregated. Man, I'm like, what the Hey man, it wasn't no other color on that joint. I'm like, man, did you get the same brew?
I mean, it's just, and I mean, I've shared this with E. I think I told y'all too on Saturday. I know for a fact that I'm going to regret walking out of there without trying the dark stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way, man. And for me, it's hard to pass up stouts. I try to stay seasonal, so I try to stay away from stouts in the summer, but it's really hard to walk into a spot and you see something that's a chocolate, coffee, marshmallow. And
it's hard to pass it up.
And they say 15%.
Yeah, or barrel aged. It's like,
it is really hard to pass up, man. I don't care what the season is. It's like, man, you know what? Just throw that one at the end. Like, let me get the sour, let me get the IPA, and I want that barrel aged 15% chocolate milkshakes or whatever stout.
If it's a 5 sample flight, 2 of them gonna be stouts, 2 gonna be IPAs, and 1 probably gonna be like a cider. I try to mix them up, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll try to integrate next time I'm out with you guys.
Blast like, hey, no blondes.
Man.
No blondes.
You should have seen his flight, dog. It was just awesome, man.
Hey, he had a militant flight.
It was no diversity, dog.
Crazy, man. You just had to look at the different hues of black.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he had a flight.
Oh. But
do we gotta edit that? I don't think we do.
I don't know. You might have to cut yourself.
Hey, but yeah, like it's almost that time of the year, man. Like, well, this is coming around. That stout season is.
I mean, for me, it never was not stout season. I mean, I agree. You know, you got to kind of go lighter, but I mean, for real, it is about to be stout season.
Yeah. I love stout season, man, because that's when all the fire drops. You know what I'm saying? Like all the fire, like the spring and the summer is cool for the hazies and the sours and the Berliners, but hey, man, when stout season comes,
I mean, it's cool, like you said. It's like I find myself in the beer store this time of year, like not super excited with what I'm pulling off the shelf. Like another fruity juice IPA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if y'all was to on a 1 to 5 rank Warp Wing, what y'all giving it?
Listen, it has everything that you want in a brewery. It's
Absolutely.
spacious.
Yeah.
It has good food. It has a good list of offerings. Nice TV selection. The bar is huge.
Yeah, bar was nice. They had a big bar and probably like 4 garage doors that was all open because, like B-Dub said, the weather has just been lovely down here, man.
And it's starting to cool down in Nashville. When I went to the gym this morning, it was 67 outside.
Yeah.
It's kind of chilly in the morning too over here. I don't know how you cannot give that place a 5, and it originated from Dayton. So what are we talking about here?
Bias. Dayton bias.
I mean, I'd probably be. It's definitely a 4. Good beer selection, maybe not great. I mean, I think their food would probably like I would go back for the food. So I'm gonna say 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, like B-Dub. I mean the setup and the facility is amazing, immaculate. You know, clean, real nice, plenty of room. Like we said, they ain't even had the second level open. So
one thing that y'all mentioned pre-pod, I don't know if it's pre-pod or earlier in the pod was the bartenders.
Yeah, that was at the other spot.
Oh, okay.
And I mean the lady that took care of us at Warp Wing, she did a great job too.
Great job.
Yeah, she did a great job. But the knowledge and really, shit, we got treated like superstars at the other spot, man.
Okay.
We didn't even tell them. Well, we'll get into that.
I'm about to say, man, that seems like if y'all done, that seems like a perfect segue into 16.
Yeah, I mean, are we done or are we finished?
Yeah. So the fella set up 16 lots, which Blast said is walking distance. B-Dub said it's not, but obviously it's close. So
yeah, real close, man.
Yeah. If you're in the area hit up Warp Wings. You can also slide over to 16 lots, man. I'm gonna let y'all tell about y'all experience down there.
So yeah, second place, pulled up, documented that too. I'm not saying anything bad about 16 lots, but it just wasn't Warp Wings. It's a smaller
facility wise.
Yeah. It's a different decor in there, different type of brewery. Warp Wings is more like it's almost like a family environment. When you go into 16 lots, you see the big brewing tanks in there. It's a whole different vibe.
It's a bar for sure.
It's a bar for sure. You're not gonna see no kids in there. This is a
well.
Oh, but we brought the sand to the beach, though.
Yeah. There was a kid in there that day.
Yeah, we brought the kid to. I mean, yeah, he was there with us, so it is what it is. But it wasn't no other kids in there.
And they set him up with a craft root beer.
Yeah, he said.
Oh, word? Yeah. I've seen some spots that do that, root beer and kombucha.
Yeah, they made their own root beer. Set him up. I should have got him to do a little review, but yeah, they hit him up with a craft root.
This seemed to be like a Cheers type of environment, Cheers type of bar. They had the karaoke in there. They probably got a lot of regulars. They're connected to a pizza joint. So
that pizza looked fire, man. I mean, we had just ate, so we didn't get nothing, but yeah, that pizza looked really good.
So you don't have to worry about, some breweries, they don't serve food. They have the food truck outside, but this one has a pizzeria joint. So, if you get hungry, just order a pizza, whatever, which is great when been drinking. Karaoke, like I said, they have trivia night. So you get that. The bartender probably know everybody in there type place. So we walked in, had a seat at the bar, and he noticed our shirts. And he started asking us about it. Let me name drop real quick. Shout out to Jacob and Ashley.
I think one or both followed, right? I thought
it might have been both. It might have been both.
Some new followers.
It's 3 of them. 1 ran a karaoke and 2 was a bartender.
Oh yeah. I can't remember her name. Shout out to the trivia lady. I'll get it. I'll get it for you. Keep going, beat up.
She said she followed us immediately. So, you know, as soon as we explain our podcast and what we do,
She probably liked the shack.
he was like,
This is the shine.
I mean, he has that effect. He has that effect, man.
I do not. But
The man said she followed instant.
well, because she told me, she's like, I went down there and I asked her something. She's like, yeah, I'm following.
Man, you were sitting right there.
Where was it? There was no other place to sit.
you were right in front.
I had to.
All right.
But yeah, so the bartender came over, we told him what we did, and he get, you know, we talked about bartender recommendations, and he just kept, you know, sampling, give us samples, we damn near tried that whole menu, man.
Marianne is the trivia lady. Shout out to Marianne.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Marianne.
Out of how many you said we had? Probably like 7 offerings.
Yeah, I mean, like, and he was real knowledgeable. Jacob really knew, and I mean, he said he had only been working there for a short amount of time, but like, I don't know if he had past experience because it was a young dude. But
he's a young guy. Yeah.
Like everything that they had, he kind of gave us the story. You know, told us kind of the notes or whatever. And I mean, anything that we, I mean, you know, looked up at and was like, you know, I wonder what that's like. You know, he popped the flights out immediately for us, man. Like, I think we bought around when we got in there, and everything else was
sampled up.
Yeah,
5. That sounds like a 5.
yeah. Hopefully your boss ain't listening, Jake.
Hey, and don't nobody else go in there and said y'all hook Hops and Stocks up, man. Hook me up.
But you know what? I think that kind of caught on to the other bartender because she actually
hooked us up too. Yeah, she gave us her favorite. It was something like reddish color, and that was good too.
So yeah, we had a few selections there, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like everyone, you know, and he didn't get disappointed when he said try this, and I didn't like it. He's like, okay, come back with another one. Okay, this is better, you know. Then we asked about this one, and he slide us that one, you know. So I like bars like that, you know.
Are they newer?
I'm not sure.
I'm not really sure either. I would venture to say yes, but
I'm thinking like newer bars that are trying to get their name out there and trying to, you know what I'm saying, get repeat business. I think you get that kind of service. When you have established places like, I guess, let's just say a Warp Wing. I don't know how long they've been in Mason, but people are going to come to certain venues.
True. Yeah.
But when you got like the newer, smaller venues, I feel like you get, and I don't want to say it's better service. I just think it's more personable service.
And that's exactly what we got. We got the personable touch, man. Like, you know, from the minute we sat down, you know, everything was hands on. Like B-Dub said, you know, it wasn't like we were trying to, you know, sell ourselves or whatever. We, you know, the guy asked about the shirts and we was like, you know, we run a beer and finance podcast. And I mean, from there, you know, he gave us great attention. And I mean, like we said, man, whatever we wanted to try or whatever he wanted us to try, you know, he took care of, man. It was just an awesome experience. I personally liked their beer better than Warp Wing. But you know, that may just have been me. And I mean, they were talking about some fire milkshake IPA that they were working on.
Oh yeah.
Me and B-Dub was like, oh, we gotta go back.
Yeah, just some advice if anybody in the bartending industry, that's how you get repeat customers right there. Personal attention.
Yeah.
That guy didn't know us from nowhere. We sat down. I don't think he even served us to begin with. It was,
and they took care of us on the soccer game too, because you know me and Doug are real big in the FC Cincinnati, and I think the game was starting kind of right as we walked in, and we was like, hey, you know, can y'all flip the channels? We even told them like the game's usually on channel 11. They flipped like 2 or 3 of the TVs right to that for us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
talked to us the whole time. I mean, yeah, I definitely would. go back to that spot, man.
Yeah,
Sound like somebody we need to collab with, man. That's one thing we have to do.
yeah.
Man.
Jacob said he would love to come on, man. He loved the whole idea of what we were doing, and he said he would love to be on.
Yeah, we need to collab with Jacob and then collab a beer. We need the hops and stocks.
Oh yeah, my bad. I thought you was talking about have.
No,
people
I'm cool with either or, but we
Got
need a hops and stocks brew, man.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, man, maybe they would be the spot to do it, man, because they took care of us, and they had that mad scientist in the back. He kept coming out and trying a little taste of his brews to make sure that
word.
right.
I forgot about the homie who came
the
out.
brewmaster. Yeah,
That's the cat that we need to talk to.
man. Yeah,
The brewmaster.
he would come out and get like a half a flight just to quick taste it, make sure
Yeah.
make sure it was hitting right.
He was like,
Did they have so they have outdoor seating? Like what was the vibe inside? I know y'all said it was more adult.
And it was transforming into nighttime when we went in there. So they did have outdoor seating. It kind of looked like a tiki setup or something. They had kind of like that straw grass. But like Beat Up said, it just kind of reminded you of a bar. There was nobody sitting outside. Everybody was inside. I don't know if it was because it was trivia night or whatever, but
well, since it's connected to a pizza joint, it almost looks like, you know how Consumer Squares in Trotwood, all those businesses next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it was. It
was
like
a strip
that.
mall, yeah.
Yeah, strip mall atmosphere. So since it's connected to a pizza joint, they had seating for the pizza right out. It's right next door. So you see people in front eating pizza, and you walk in, and then bar atmosphere, dim lit.
Yeah, I don't know how much love the outdoor seating would have been. If you sit out there, I mean, I don't think there was no TVs or nothing either. So you would just be you and the elements out there.
The elements, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe Elmatic, because that's in the strip mall kind of.
It's exactly like that, but with seating outside, like a table.
Gotcha.
It's exactly like that. Same setup. A whole bunch of businesses right next to each other. The same little vicinity.
I don't think we gave a rating.
Yeah. Let's get to that. So 1 to 5, what y'all giving it?
Good beer, better service. I'm gonna go 4.75.
I think that's where I'm at with it too. I didn't try the pizza, so that could take it, up or down or whatever. But I mean, for sure, we had 5-star service. Absolutely. So I'm gonna give it a 4.75.
Was there a consensus brew?
No.
I don't think so.
I know the first beer we had was
that was upside down pineapple or something like that.
Oh, Southern Grist does one of those. That's fire.
And see,
I liked it. I don't think Beat Up and Doug cared for it as much. I thought it got better over time, but plus, I mean, we was getting hit with brew too as we were, trying to, like, we had a full glass of the upside down, and we was, getting hit with them samples too. So it's kind of like, oh, new shiny toy over here. Let me check this out.
And then we came from a different bar, so our palate was everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. But all in all, it was great.
Yeah, good time, man. The only thing missing was Easter.
Man, down here in Nashville trying to close on a condo that will never be effing ready.
Are you still looking at end of August, or did they push you back?
Nah, I just got pushed again today. So that's why you see me drinking this, man.
To win.
Huh?
To win.
Man, like damn near my birthday, man. It's October. So anybody out there, I'm putting it out there. Do not buy brand new. You know what I'm saying? I thought
you're the second person that I heard say that in, I don't know, maybe the last 2 weeks.
Bruh, I'm being honest, man. Like buying brand, because like I'm like, okay, the property I'm buying is a deal. Like there's, you know what I'm saying? There's a ton of equity in the property, and I haven't even moved in yet, right? But just all the delays and the loopholes and the permits and the, you know what I'm saying, just everything that comes along with it. Like, I had a plan. Like, my lease at my apartment ended at the end of February.
Yeah.
I was supposed to close on my condo the end of May.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The middle of May, actually. So it's like, okay, I had this plan. Move out of my crib, travel for 90 days, and then be in a spot. Here we are, you know what I'm saying? It's August 17th right now. And they're talking about not closing to damn near October. You know what I mean? That's like 7-8 months that I just been kind of like chilling, and I hate it. I'm really like I'm a person.
Yeah, let's get more into that. No,
I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, I'm really a person of routine and habit, and I'm a, like, what they say, a creature of habit. Like, I like my space. I like my
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I my supplements, my cooking, like, I like all of that. Right now I'm living out of book bags and suitcases, man. So it's like, man, it was cool at first because I had a plan. But once they start moving the needle and everything start getting transition, it's just like, I don't got a plan no more. It's just like, man, I'm and people are like, well, you saving a bunch of money. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I want my own
you
space.
want yours.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about saving money. Like, I got enough money saved. Like, I want my own space. I want my condo, or I could have just stayed in my apartment. You know what I mean? Like, I lived in a dope ass area downtown in Nashville. Like, I was cool. And I feel like I've missed the entire summer of 2022 because I've been kind of handcuffed by this home purchasing process. So just word of advice, man. If you're buying brand new, don't like, you know what I mean? Like, don't, man, get a property that's already established. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. And even when I look
for
back,
the delays, I guess.
well, what I'm saying is, like, there's not even anything that I could say that I could have done differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they gave me a date. I planned based upon that date, and that date has moved.
Yeah, and
times.
I think you're an interesting case. And I feel like I've heard this happening to a lot of people. You know, at the time where you bought, you know, the interest rates were at a certain level, and the interest rates have gone up. I was watching the news today, and they're talking about a lot of people. I want to ask you this: if you're considering it, a lot of people are canceling contracts. Is
So
that something you've considered?
and I very rarely do we get personal here, but I'll get a little personal. So when I first put the down payment on my condo, you know what I'm saying, this was back in August of 2021. You know what I mean? It was brand new property, desirable area, and the ticket was just so low. It was like, man, and I actually wasn't even ready to buy. I wasn't even planning on buying. Like, I was actually going to renew my lease again because I was like, man, I just don't know if I'm ready to buy. But the ticket was love, the location was love, and it was like, okay, forget it. I'm gonna just go ahead and put this deposit down. So I put the deposit down in August of 2021. So, you know, the mortgage people run my credit. I know my shit's A1, blah, 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 blah. They come back with a payment. The payment is $400 less than what I was paying in rent. I was like, okay, love. You know what I mean? Well, fast forward to all the delays and inflation and the Fed moving the rate up. I'm now, if I was to close today, my mortgage payment is $500 higher than what it would have been back in August. You know what I mean? So if you look at the the life of the loan, I think I did the calculation the other day. It's $180,000 more if I was to run the life of the loan out to 30 years. Yeah, which I don't plan on doing. But versus if I could have closed, you know what I'm saying, before they raised the interest rate. So that's another one of my fears, is if they raise the interest rate again, like, I'm already at the top of what I want to spend for a home.
Yeah.
As far as mortgage, not price, but my mortgage payment. It's like I have a number in my head.
Yeah, that's what I'll be at.
Yeah, and I'm already above it. I'm comfortable paying it, but I'm above it. So it's like, if it doesn't close now and it goes up, then I'm out. Not saying that I'm a not close it, there's $100,000 worth of equity in the homes now. Like these condos are selling for $100,000 more than what I purchased it for. So it's like I would just have to take the capital gains hit because I'm not going to walk away from $100,000, but I would have to take that 36% capital gains hit plus any other taxes and real estate fees, and probably walk away with maybe 30 or 40 in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be losing like, you know what I'm saying, 60 or 70. But it's like, yo, I'm not trying to have a $2,500 mortgage payment either for a condo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. That's frustration sat in. Like I said, I got that email today. It was like, hey,
hey, are you sitting down?
yeah, like are you ready for this? You have your noob? Because this is gonna get ugly. Like,
is that how they do? They just email you and be like,
man, here's how they do it. Is they kind of sweet talk you, like, oh, the property is just awesome. We just had this down. We're filling up the pool and we're doing all this landscaping. Oh, by the way, if you had planned on closing at the end of the month, don't.
yeah.
It's like, man, it's so much fodder. And then it's like, yeah, y'all not closing. And so when I get to the bottom of the email and it says September 23rd, and mind you, I was supposed the most recent close date was August 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like,
fuck.
yeah, exactly. It's just like, man, pull up, because it's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? And like I said, walking away at this point, I'd be walking away from six figures. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, I'm not trying to do that. But also it's like, man, I'm ready to be stable, because right now I'm just floating in the wind. You know what I'm saying? I'm just moving and shaking. Like,
I guess that answers a lot of questions about Brewfest.
I already got my ticket.
I know, but what, as far as us traveling down and like lodging,
yeah, that you are correct. That does,
man. You always have a home in Hotel Preston.
Oh man,
yeah. I mean, shit.
Oh man, hell yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, at this point, I can go in with y'all with the hotel, because I don't.
Hey, so let's wrap this up so we can talk about that, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we want to thank y'all for stopping in and checking out Hops and Stocks podcast. This is episode 48. No, I'm sorry. This is episode 49.
49.
You know what I'm saying? We signing off. We out.
See y'all.
Peace.
Be a shell of a man if we ever depart. From my heart to I'm riding with you.
I'm riding with you.